Um, the next speaker up is Ben Banasic, and he's speaking on Thirlmere Hall.
Hi, everyone. Hi, councillors. Thirlmere Hall has been closed for generations, and the funding for the replacement provides us an amazing opportunity. Thirlmere Roosters have utilised and cared for the Oval for years, and the ageing buildings there and the other user groups are ready and willing to use the hall, including a few with individual needs. The time is right to do something special. I recently had opportunity to meet with some users of Thirlmere Oval, businesses, and the users of the school hall. Council has rightly identified Thirlmere as a high priority for the hall replacement. The current councillors all know, I know, all support the replacement of a hall in principle, and no final site plan has been decided, which also provides us with a huge opportunity. Thinking back to my time on council and working with many of you, I think that the Thirlmere Hall replacement provides an opportunity that will fill your election mandates, each from your individual perspectives. Councillor Gibbs, when we were councillors together, we'd always share concerns about reports for report's sake. There's now $50,000 in the budget for a traffic study that could be saved. Logically, there are only 2 blocks that can fix the car parking in Thirlmere. That's the one behind the shops and the old hall site. Councillor Rogers, you've been rightly critical of the sell-offs and organisations living within its means. I agree, we shouldn't sell assets, and the existing site is not appropriate for a hall for the size of Thirlmere. It is a good place for a car park, providing overflow for the church next door, the shops just over the other side, and needing to acquire no land. It is accessible also through the Thirlmere Steam Festival and the Thomas Weekends. Councillor Brandstatter told me that this was one of the main reasons why that she was running and that she fought to get this as a high priority. I met with her recently, and it was great to hear about her big vision. I agree, Wollondilly Arts Group needs its own dedicated facility. Thirlmere also needs a new hall, and the sports ground users need a range of buildings. So I think that we can get it all done at once. The new Thirlmere Hall, a larger structure, could easily fit at the Oval. The hall would cater to all, but not be exclusive to one single group, but be specific enough to be enclosed with large spaces for fine arts, fulfilling the one building that all needs for all groups in Thirlmere, aptly near the Kungala supermarket, which is the Estonian word meaning the ephemeral, idyllic place that we all wish to live one day. Moving the hall to the Oval would enable more shows, not less. It would be multi-use. It would be multi-rooms, with options for users of Thirlmere Oval that will add and not detract to the design, with annexes and 2 stories for a modern viewing platform to view the matches for the Roosters. It would also fulfil Councillor Briggs' desire for tourism potential, giving another reason to venture into the village of Thirlmere and for the thousands of visitors that come to the Steam Museum at the end of my street. Councillor Spearpoint, your strong advocacy for Warragamba Oval user groups has seen the benefit that many voices around the table who agree with a larger strategy. This would do what Councillor Hannon has done so successfully, both around the table and outside, in bringing contrasting voices together and delivering for a group that has advocated strongly for its own area, with often Councillor Banasic, the very senior, as I like to call him, as being the only supporter of the Roosters often around this table. I know many of you have worked with the former Mayor, Councillor Towndrow, who has advocated for Douglas Park in this regard. Having a strong user group and taking ownership of the hall is not a bad thing. Quite the opposite. With her, I was able to get the hall replacement through this place at a very difficult time, when the books were bare and the GFC had hit us hard. Don't let the big bank balance and the opportunity here go to waste. Councillor Gould, I believe that your desire as Mayor is to bring people together. I don't think this is a loss for you at all. And Councillor Deeth, as Deputy, you'd want the same. And I know that you repeated my old commitment to fight for a hall in all of the villages. And I know that's something that you're still passionate about and something that you'd want to be seeing to fruition. Ultimately, the benefits of the larger hall, a 355 committee, a multifunctional space with individual areas for hire would benefit Thirlmere, save funds and provide car parking at the old site. Councillors, would you consider moving a notice of motion or something similar for 1, the management plan to replace the existing Thirlmere Hall to consider an option for it to be located at the Oval, 2, the management committee of the Thirlmere Oval to be consulted, as well as the businesses and user groups for the new hall, 3, that the traffic study funds be used in conjunction with this master plan, And 4, the reuse of the existing hall, quarter-acre block for the car parking, so that we ensure that we get it right for the first time for the beating heart of Wollondilly. Thirlmere. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. You timed that perfectly. I'll just ask the CEO first if he'd like to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm actually ask Mr. Buckley if you'd like to respond to that proposal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. CEO, and through you, Mr. Chair. Thank you for your considerations and questions tonight, Mr. Banisic, and presenting tonight. So thank you for your interest and passion. Council have commenced an integrated master plan for Thirlmere Oval and the memorial site this year, in this financial year. So we're excited to bring that forward. And we do have a good relationship with the 355 committee there in Thirlmere, which is important. We welcome the involvement from community members, including yourself, to contribute to the master plan with ideas and contributions such as yours with the Thirlmere Hall. The key matter that we need to decide as a council and councillors is that altering the West Invest submissions is sometimes problematic. And we've seen that through some of the submissions that have gone through already. Because the assessment of the grant submission by the New South Wales government was for that site, that hall, there may be some problems or some challenges around that, particularly the assessment was made on that site. So we're not saying it's out of the question, but we're just flagging that at this point in time that, look, it's not a bad idea, but it's something that we just need to be conscious because we don't want to lose that 3.5 million for the community. So in closing, we're certainly excited to be bringing forward these projects, working on the master plan and certainly take your ideas and others from the community. So thank you.